speaking of, Alex, we might have a fight coming up in the future. Your name's been thrown around a couple times here. We'll just kind of file off all the names that have been talked about with you. What would you say would be the fight you would want, though? Like, if you had a name, if you had someone that was like on the top of your mind, like that's the guy I want next, who would that be?
Let's think.
There's a lot of guys.
Because there's a lot, man. Here, we'll do this. How about, obviously the Deji rematch is a possibility, right? Because if there's anybody that Deji would want to beat, it would seem like it'd be you because of that fight in his hometown. You come in, destroy the whole promotion, leave with the win. Like,
literally.
So would that be something that would interest you, a rematch with Dej?
Yes, I would be very interested in it because he has something to prove. Like, he can't fight Jake like yet if he ever does. And then Vinny's done. He's one and done.
Exactly.
And then Fousey's done. I'm pretty sure he's not boxing anymore. So I'm the only option. He wants to get redemption. But I honestly never see us fighting again.
Why do you say that?
I just could not see him like wanting to fight me again because I already won. And no, it doesn't matter what anybody says. Oh, whatever. I was in the ring with him, and when we were hugging at the end, he was breathing hard. And I didn't even know. And then I was like, "What? How?" We had like a 5-minute break when that fan ran in. How are you so tired? So, I think he just knows. Like he had 3 fights before me, or right, 2 or no 3, right?
Yeah, 3.
Yep.
Yeah, 3 before me, and I had 1. And I caught up with him. So he has 2 more now. And it doesn't matter how many he has because he knows I'm going to work harder than he is. I know that he's with Daly now, and I respect Daly, and I follow him on Instagram. All his posts are so inspirational, and so it's just great.
Daly's the man. No, yeah, he's the man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think he is the greatest coach that Deji has worked with in the past. But I still think it's the boxer. Like
you just think, quite frankly, without saying it, you just think the skill level is not going to be able to match you. Is that kind of what it is? You just think you're the better boxer.
I don't think he's a bad boxer. I just think like even if I didn't have my former coach, it didn't matter which coach I had, I would have won.
Yeah.
He had to go through 4 or however many coaches he had to get the one he likes, but he hasn't really been tested. He got played with Floyd, and Fousey did his thing in there.
Shout out Yusuf, man. He tried his best.
But I'm down. I'm always down. I just don't see it happening. I could see him making so many excuses because he has so many excuses available to him. He could be like, irrelevant, or he fought Floyd. Why would he go to Alex? Or it's not worth his time. Or I don't know. There's a million excuses he could.
Right.
But
Sensei, what are your thoughts on that fight, man? Do you see that being a fight that interests you, and how do you see it going, man?
I mean, I could definitely see it happening again. I think Deji is a little bit like his brother. So, like, him watching this video and hearing you say that may get him out of the chair. But like, what? No, you know what?
Which is kind of what we want, right? We want to see that competition. I think that there's so much there. So, yeah, I think that's a good one.
And I will say this, what I would like to see, because we didn't see and this is more of a testament to you, Alex, in your boxing ability, because of the feints and the pressure you were putting on him. You didn't allow him to throw or to get comfortable to set his feet so he can throw his punches. So it wasn't just that he was gun shy. That was a part of you doing that.
Right. Something created the shyness of the gun, right? It's obviously a twofold system.
In like the 3rd round, there was one point where I was like, I don't even know what he wants to throw because he's not. So I don't know what he's trying to throw because he's not throwing. But at one point, me block like 5 of them, and I'm just watching him to see what he wants to do and just blocking all his punches. Yeah. And you'll see me back up and like twisting with and then I was like, that's what he wants to do. All right.
Yeah. And it is impressive too, like Alex doing that against a guy that Deji is a southpaw. We haven't seen a lot of guys in this scene come out and just their first fight have to go against a southpaw. It's a lot more impressive when you look back on what Deji's been able to do since and how he's grown. And that's something I do want to ask you too, Alex. Do you think a second fight with him would be any different? Have you seen any progression in his skills that really make you go, oh, maybe this could be something dangerous?
as much as he's progressed, I've progressed. So people haven't seen it as much because I haven't been fighting, but um, I think he's really good. I think he'll be
What is that? What is that? What is that little laugh? What is that, man? It's a little cheeky there.
I can tell you what I hope doesn't happen. I hope it's a good fight, and I hope that he doesn't run the whole time or try to escape the whole time. Because when people do, both look stupid. It makes me look bad because I don't know how to fight somebody that's running away, and then you're just running away. And that's like the worst YouTube boxing, or when they're all running and they just don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So I just hope he stands and throws if that ever happens.
Stand and trade.
That's what I think. I think the difference now, he's hit somebody and he's hurt somebody, like with Fousey, right? He's landed the punches now. He may have some confidence there. He's fought Floyd, and whatever confidence that gives him, I feel like he would, at least in the sense of match your energy and bring a fight. I think we would have someone not just trying to box or just trying to, like, he was clinching a lot and just trying to escape in certain situations. At least he would match your energy because you were looking to fight, dude. You look hyped in there. You were having a good time. I think we would at least find a matchup where you guys would at least reciprocate that and fight each other. And I think that would be dope. I think there's a potential for like a dope fight of the night or a sleeper fight between you guys.
I agree, man. I agree. How about this, Sensei? I'm going to ask Alex something, and listen. I don't mean to put you in a tough spot here, Sensei. So I'll be the martyr with this question. But Alex, what's going on with this beef between you and FaZe Temper? What has happened there, bro?
Let me hear it, dude.
What is that, dude? I know that's Sensei's brother over there, and I love Tommy as much as the next guy, but he just came out of nowhere with the Wassabi and fight me. What's going on, man?
I don't know. I mean, it was weird, right? It was just.
I thought y'all were boys. I was like, what happened?
I know. I was like, bro, we had our first fight. Oh man, I thought we were tight. Like.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's no backstory. It's just you're just as confused as we were.
Yeah, I was just as confused as you. I mean, he's just he wants to fight. I mean, he just wants to, and I think he respects me enough to be like, oh, this guy would be a good fight. I want to fight this guy. So then he tried to start some stuff, and then he tried to make me like, but. Really?
I was gonna say it's the worst strategy to go to Alex with is trying to like get him emotional is the least, like, that's never gonna happen. KSI couldn't do it. Deji couldn't. No one's gonna make this guy hate them. Like Alex is, it's pretty clear he's gonna be himself and then fight you, and then when it's over, it's over. You know.
I feel like Deji adopted that attitude.
Yeah, a little bit.
After, I mean, when he was fighting me, he's like, pussy. He's rolling up in tanks. Into blah blah blah. You want to fight right now? I'm like, okay, whoa. What happened after that with Fousey? Super respectful, just being himself, not trying to be something he's not. With Floyd, super respectful.
Same thing, yeah.
Back same did. So I mean, that's a good thing. I'm glad that he realizes that you don't have to pretend to be something you're not. You can just train, work hard, and fight.
Would you entertain the idea of fighting Tommy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you seen that. I think Tommy, for him, it's not like martial arts. I mean, like boxing is not personal for him. I don't think he has any vendettas in the scene. Like he just wants to compete and like his love for martial arts. So, I mean, he'd probably fight me.
I was gonna say he just wants to scrap a little bit.
Like he wouldn't, but like in a sense, he might like, if I said let's do it, he probably would do it. You know what I'm saying?
He's just down.
I think because he's excited about boxing and that experience because he just had a look at the way he handled it. He just got KO'd,
came back, a couple days notice.
He's right back in terms of training and wanting to be better. You know what I mean? So
Alex,
that's why I didn't think anything personal was going on.
No.
At least hope not.
Alex, you guys did spar. Could you divulge how some of those spars went?
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
I think 3 times we sparred. And it's because once I found out he was my co-main event, I was like, "Oh, yo, what's up?" He was like, "What's up? Let's get together and just talk." So then I came to his gym, and then I met him, and I was like, "Dude, you're tall." And I was like, "Oh,
he's a big boy.
I need to train southpaw." And he was like, "Oh, perfect, because you're orthodox and Kenny's orthodox, and you guys are the same height." I was like, "All right, cool. If I can get away from your punches, then I can easily get away from Deji's."
Yeah.
We're sparring, and man, that dude has long reach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The biggest problem. I think the spars ended up being pretty even. Like one of us would get got, and then we would get mad and give the other one. So one time we were sparring, and he made my nose bleed, and I think it might have been the first time my nose ever bled. And so I went like
wow.
this, and I was like, my whole goal for the next round was to make his nose bleed. So we both just came out of it bloody.
But that's honestly, dude, I think that you get such people look at you as like not a threat because you're such a nice guy. But man, when I'm watching you in these spots, like in person,
I feel,
and
like,
when I'm watching,
like I've heard that before. I feel like I've heard that. You know, just a nice guy. I
just
get
a
the same
nice
thing,
guy.
that's
Yeah, I was
why.
gonna say, Sensei gets the same deal. But it's different, man. When I watch you in person, I watch you in a fight. There's a flip that switches, or a switch that flips, and it is pretty clear that you turn into a different guy in there, and you're aggressive, and you're not looking to shy away from punches. I've seen you in a couple of different spars that I've watched you in get cracked, and doesn't phase you. You're right back with 4 or 5 punch combo. Like that's something that's so hard to teach guys in this scene, and you're seeing it. Deji had a long time with it. Really, he struggled with it for a bit. There are other guys that don't react well to getting hit. So you telling that story about you and Temper, both you guys are the same way. Tommy it's what keeps him so fiery. He got cracked by Slim and wanted to get some more back, and unfortunately, it didn't go his way. But it does speak to a little bit of that quiet killer in you. Like you're a nice guy, all that, and then the fight starts, and it's like, oh shit, this guy's for real. So I think that's a big advantage you have. But yeah, man, listen, I'd love to see the Temper fight. I think that'd be fun.